In New York City, there lived a woman named Elizabeth Carter, who dreamed of being a teacher since she was a little girl. Growing up, she would line up her dolls and stuffed animals, teaching them the alphabet, reading them stories, and pretending to grade their assignments. Teaching was not just a career goal for Elizabeth, it was her calling. But life had different plans, and her path to becoming a world-famous educator was full of rejection, heartbreak, and perseverance. After completing her degree in education, Elizabeth applied for her first teaching job at a local elementary school. She prepared tirelessly for the interview, believing her passion would shine through. But she was rejected. The principal told her, "We're looking for someone with more experience." Disheartened but determined, Elizabeth applied to another school, and another, and another. Each time, the rejection letters piled up. Some schools didn't even call her back. Her friends began to find steady jobs, while Elizabeth felt left behind. At one point, she wondered if maybe she wasn't cut out for teaching, but her love for education kept her going. She worked part-time as a tutor, helping children with reading and math after school. Parents noticed something special about her. She had patience, creativity, and the ability to make learning exciting. Still, when Elizabeth reapplied for full-time teaching jobs, she faced rejection after rejection. Years passed, and she grew frustrated. One evening, while helping a struggling student, she had an idea. Instead of waiting for schools to accept her, she would create her own platform to teach. Using nothing but her laptop and a borrowed camera, Elizabeth started a YouTube channel where she uploaded simple lessons in English, math, and science. She spoke with enthusiasm, used storytelling to explain concepts, and even added creative animations. At first, hardly anyone watched, but she kept posting. Then, one of her videos, Learning English Through Storytelling, went viral. Within weeks, millions of students around the world discovered her channel. Parents wrote to her, thanking her for helping their children understand what schools couldn't. Students from Asia, Africa, and South America called her Miss Elizabeth, even though she had never met them in person. Slowly, she built a global community of learners. Her teaching methods became famous. She was invited to international conferences, interviewed on television, and even wrote a best-selling book about creative teaching. Schools that once rejected her now begged her to give workshops to their teachers. Elizabeth Carter, the woman once told she wasn't experienced enough, became one of the most influential educators in the world. Looking back, she often said, "Those rejections were my greatest blessings. If schools had hired me, I might have stayed inside a classroom my whole life. Instead, rejection pushed me to reach millions of students worldwide." Her story reminds us that rejection is not the end. It can be redirection towards something greater. Elizabeth Carter's journey proves that passion, resilience, and belief in one's purpose can transform rejection into global recognition. She went from being the teacher nobody wanted to the teacher the world could not live without.